Thank you, Bishop Jung. What an adventure this has been in planning and replanning again for our 2020 annual conference session. We have a long list of people to thank. However, before I do that, Bishop Jung and the Cabinet want us to acknowledge two significant retirements from our conference staff which affect us all. Sherry Malone is retiring after 25 years of service as district administrator. She has served with many district superintendents, bishops, and people across the years. She is the person you speak with if you contact the district offices for churches in the Southwest and all the former names of that area and the Northeast districts. She is caring, careful, detail managing, creative, compassionate, efficient. Most importantly, she has been a friend and colleague whom we value and appreciate. Sherry, we will miss your laughter and your energy and heart for service. Thank you for all you have been in your ministry among us. Katie Hepner is retiring as Service Department Manager after 30 years of service and working with over 130 staff. Among many duties, Katie has handled and organized our printing and mailing services, managed the conference center building, and entered data for all our mailing lists and databases. Katie has cared for conference staff by circulating cards for different occasions and by creating special farewell celebrations for staff as they have moved on to other positions. Her artistry and creativity are particularly on display through her seasonal decorations at her office door. Katie, we will miss your friendship, your caring and persistent help, and the artistic flair to everything you do. Thank you for all the ways you have shared yourself across these years. If you would like to offer your thanks to Katie and Sherry, we have a kudo board or message board on Wisconsin Conference website where you can post your messages, pictures, or videos for them. This year's annual conference has been skillfully and capably run by GNTV. Thank you, David Wood and GNTV staff. Keeping strong safety measures, the on-site people helping to lead our virtual annual conference are Bishop Jung, Kevin Rice-Myers, Dan Dick, Bill White, and Steve Zekoff. Matt Horton, his brother Chris, and Myung-Hun Han are working with the video cameras. Handling the behind-the-scenes tasks with our quick typing fingers and abundance of knowledge to respond to questions and motions and registrations are Angela Ulrich, Christy Yang, Heidi Carriega, Jim Drosty, Crystal Goodyear, Jean Nicholas, and Jane Walters. Our communications temp, Jonathan Stefanik, has been our capable communications and tech support person. This has been Sarah Snyder's first annual conference and first year as our treasurer. She has been heroic in her service and ministry. Also involved are all the staff and committee chairs and members who have produced the videos and who have led the various committees which make our ministry and mission outreach possible. Thanks to each of you for all you have done to help make this virtual annual conference come together. Of course, the Program Arrangements Committee has worked diligently across the past 16 months to prepare and produce this annual conference. This committee is capably chaired by Claudia Dede. The Worship Committee is creatively led by Jane Summers, with Barbara Dick providing spiritual formation and some technical guidance. The Conference Cabinet serves among us, providing consistent context and support for the ongoing ministries of our annual conference. The Board of Laity, with conference leader Deanna Shimko's leadership, has provided support and helped produce the laity session. The Board of Ordained Ministry has been the support and credentialing committee, working with the newly ordained, commissioned, licensed, and retired pastors, producing the clergy session and developing the ordination service. These groups include close to 100 different people involved in helping to produce this year's virtual annual conference. I'd ask you to stand and offer your applause for each of these people, but instead, support us and surround us with your prayers and thanks and care. And of course, thanks to each of you for our lay and clergy members of our annual conference. It is your mission and ministry in and through your local churches, which is the inspiration and impetus for the work of our conference staff and committees. You are the reason behind this gathering of annual conference. Thank you for the thousands of people whose lives you touch, for your faith in Jesus Christ, and for your genuine daily lives of discipleship. Thank you. I conclude with 4 announcements. Everything from this virtual annual conference and all accompanying videos and materials will be made public as soon as possible this coming week. They will be open for anyone who wants to view them on our Wisconsin Conference website. Next year's annual conference is currently planned for June 11 through 14, 2021, at the KI Convention Center in Green Bay. Of course, we realize that given the situation with this pandemic, we still may not be able to meet in large, physically in-person gatherings by then. We are developing alternative plans to hold our 2021 annual conference virtually sometime during these dates, in case we cannot gather in person. Our closing worship is intended to be the final action for our annual conference session today, which will be shown next. And we are fortunate to be able to post the ordination worship service after a 10-minute break following our closing worship. So stay on this link and join us in celebration of our newly ordained and commissioned pastors. Bishop Jung, this concludes my report.